My name is Lauren Bull, and I created Canoe Lake. I started this as a hobby 3 years ago. I've always been so creative. As a kid, I remember sitting in my grandmother's sewing cupboard, listening to her explain how you don't need to buy things that you can make yourself. She always encouraged me, as she would say, to paddle my own canoe. She was a female creative entrepreneur, even back in the 50s, designing clothing and purses. She was contracted to design the windows of Lord & Taylor. She spent the rest of her life as an artist, painting the landscape of Canoe Lake and traveling around the world. She is the inspiration behind Canoe Lake. My brand's mission is simple and based on my grandmother's mantra: paddle your own canoe. Empower others to know their potential. Today I do this through Canoe Lake, making cottage comfy clothing that says paddle your own canoe on it. I partner with charities and influencers that foster my commitment to helping people feel their own potential. But before there was Canoe Lake, I went through a few life events that really brought me to this point. In 2009, I was diagnosed with anorexia. I remember my grandmother wasn't well either, and she came to me at my hospital from her hospital. She sat at my bedside as I was 56 pounds, and she said, "You must paddle your own canoe. You have the strength to overcome this." Those words stuck with me and have echoed throughout my entire life. Fast forward a few years, and shortly after I started Canoe Lake, I became a single mom with 2 babies. I was left to find my financial independence and be a parent all my own. I was truly paddling my own canoe. I decided in that very moment my life wasn't going to be about what I had been through, but how I had dealt with my circumstances. I wanted to inspire others and our children to have confidence in their own strength, to overcome anything, that they shouldn't want to change a thing. Canoe Lake then went beyond making clothes. It connected me with people's stories. My products all have heart. It made people feel something. It gave my customers confidence in sharing their stories and the reason why they bought an item from me. I have heard stories of escaping abuse, surviving cancer, recovering from mental illness, becoming single mothers, going from living in a shelter to buying their own first home, healing after years of drug addiction. We all have a story, and through reminding each other of our potential, I have somehow brought people together. I am inspired daily by my customers. I love that my brand has such a defined purpose. I don't want to create just clothing. I want to create a movement that connects us all. I want people to feel something. I want people to feel inspired to share the challenges that got them to where they are today, and to make each one of us relatable. Never in my wildest dreams did I ever think I was capable of this, creating moments and feelings. I have managed to get my clothing on people from The Bachelor like Colton, Cassie, Dean, Kaelin, and Win and Regine from Arcade Fire, along with working with Canadian bloggers such as The Bird's Papaya, Modern Day Yoga, and Pink and Blue blog. They've all worn Canoe Lake. I've been featured in 2 magazines, 3 blogs, and 1 podcast. Canoe Lake is something I never thought I was capable of. Through growing my network with Canoe Lake, I was able to create a charity market, raising thousands of dollars and gathering hundreds of people together for causes such as mental health and empowerment that my brand stands for. Our most recent market raised enough to provide art therapy supplies for a year to Ontario shores. My goal for Canoe Lake is to demonstrate to my children that I took care of them through pursuing my passion. They will experience challenges just like I did, but it's how you handle it. It's about being real and creating purpose through your circumstances. They say if you dream of a canoe, that they're so hard to maneuver, that it's like you reflecting on your ability to handle life's challenges, which makes sense as I'm living my dream.